Good morning, y'all. It's Friday. Had a few days off from here. Um, got up this morning and had some coffee, and the last cookie, they're oatmeal and pecans and cranberries and chocolate chips. Sounds like I just put in whatever I can find in my cookies. And I'd made one batch. It's really a good idea. And then just rolled them up in a log and then put them in the ice box. We had a young man mow for us, and I sent him home with some cookies. And then, so I cut some up this morning and cooked some more. We just love a cookie with our first coffee in the morning, but got a breakfast made with some local eggs and the blue and gold bacon. That is really good bacon. I like how thick it is. And so I had a slice, and Papa had a few slices, and we had some leftover hash browns last night for supper, so I fried those up. Also heated them up. So got out here in the PotagerGarden, and I'll tell you, some days when you think there isn't anybody, or you don't see how it's going to work. You know, when I was needing my wall there painted, and just looked and looked, and so the young man that has mowed has volunteered to paint that. Of course, I'm going to pay him, but he fishes and he plays golf, so it's really hard for him to hold another job. So he does odd things like that. So our grandson Jace, he did that when he was fishing, high school fishing. It's so fun. But anyways, let's get back. So we've had a few days off, and my daughter's friends, they came and watered my little seedlings that I had gotten from Farmer Bailey. You know, they're a little bit pricey, but they were watered in pretty good, but we had to be gone a few days, and they came and watered, and I came back and just really wanted those things watered, and they just went over and beyond. They watered my front flower beds. I've got some flower planters on the carport, and I've got a window box out front. Those were watered. I didn't need to water them yesterday, so it was just so precious. So since those watering things were done this morning, I worked after the quince bushes and kind of got one trimmed down way low and got another one cut real low. So I'm out here enjoying my Topo Chico. I love these little waters. And I'll take a sip out of it and put some apple cider vinegar with a mother in it. And then they make lemon and lime dry, like freeze dried packets, and I put those in there. So it's kind of like a soda pop. It's very refreshing, but I feel like it's a little bit better for you and keeps my belly happy. So the mowing looks really good. The leaves are beginning to change and fall. Still lots of butterflies, lots of butterflies. You know, I had lots of butterflies on my zinnias, and they are drying. I'm excited to gather them for seed. But there's a few butterflies on that, but they are really enjoying the dahlias. So let's turn this around, and I'll give y'all a quick look. I'm sorry I've been gone a few days, but I'm back. I'm back. So let's turn this around. Look, isn't that pretty? And I thought about putting some pansies in there. So I've got to go today and get some soil. I've gotten the Azure order that I picked up, and so I have more cardboard down. Now changing up the beds a little bit, so looking forward to doing that. And if she's got some little pansies, we'll set them in there. I'm supposed to have some rain, even though the rain doesn't get those flower boxes like you would think, unless I guess it was a blowing rain. So a lot of the roses. This is Silas Mariner, and it's going to have a lot of little rose hips in it. I think it's going to be really pretty. Really pretty. They dry. So pretty. They just kind of smell green. They don't really smell like a rose. So we've got some little zinnias there. Come up. Don't know if they'll bloom I don't know when our frost is coming. The little pansies here doing pretty good. Aren't these seed heads pretty? I think they'll be kind of a burgundy color. I think they'll look really pretty. Maybe purple. I think they'll be really pretty. I'll go in there and trim those back. This one here might need a little help, huh? Let's see. Right there. Looks like it kind of fallen over. But look at the snapdragons. They really need some support, don't they? Look how they've kind of bent. Little dahlias right there. Celosias and dahlias. See the little bees? So peaceful out here this morning. See if I can back this up and see the butterflies. This is zinnias I was telling you about. Basil, it's going to seed. Look how tall the pentas have gotten. They're waist high. They're waist high. Really pretty. I didn't expect them to be that tall. Lots of yellow. Lots of yellow butterflies. Got some deal that volunteered. Twilight Zone rose. And Julia Child rose. It's a pretty one this morning. This dahlia is so pretty. She's gonna bloom. She's got a little rose right there. This one I always forget. Let's see, Claire Austin. I don't know why I call her Olivia. Claire. I have a nurse friend named Claire Bear, so I should easily remember Claire. The time, some yarrow coming back. Look at the little vegetables, the kale and the poke salad, the spinach. Finally has some leaves that the bugs haven't eaten. Look at the lettuce, carrots. Oh, and I need to pick green beans. Look, I've got to pick green beans today. Aren't these pretty? Look at the little flowers. They'll have purple beans right there. They're tricolor bean. When you cook them, they do all turn green, but they have the purple, the green, and this kind of chartreuse yellow. So they have the little purple flowers, and then they have the little yellow flowers. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Just beautiful. Of course, the salvia this morning, the bees, and there's a little, is that a Marnite butterfly? I'm so happy to see them, but I never like Google Lens them because I'm so tickled to see them. I've got some marigolds. Of course, our famous poke salad. The cabbages are doing really well. I need to get that little hoe. We've got those little bindweeds, I believe they call them. And pepper plants. Put one dahlia there that was in a pot. Look at the Sedona rose. The sage. Thyme. Look how big it is. It's bigger than my palm. She's got 3, 4, 5. She's just giving it all before the fall. Brandy. Really precious. But look at this statement. Colors of the sunset, would you say? Would you say colors of the sunset? And even the process of it, losing his petals, they just fall on the leaves. Still in a beautiful dance. The zinnias have gotten so heavy they've kind of fallen both ways. Let's see if we can get you back over here, dear. Get you back over there. This is Ami, greens, snapdragons, maybe some delphinium. I've lost the names. Generous gardener. Look how big the little hips are. It's grown a really big leader. So there's my cardboard. So much fencing to try to keep the pups out and tubs, but right there. So debated this morning on that rose there. I believe I'm going to bring it here where I'm standing because I have Salis Mariner on the other side. So we'll see. I thought I was just going to leave it, but she's really out of the area about a foot. But as your standard, yeah, no, I'm not supposed to use colored boxes, but we're going to be okay. It's flowers. It'll be okay. But look at the size of these hips. Aren't they going to be pretty all red? Give lots of winter interest. It's another reason to love roses. These are smaller than they were kind of the end of the season. So guess I'll finish my Topo Chico water. But here are these quince bushes, taking them down. Here and that one I took down. The sticks weren't very tall, but I wanted them shorter. And there's the mess. So supposed to get some rain tomorrow evening, so I'll see if I can burn that, or it may stay there a little while. It's not going to hurt anything. Everything's a little bit of a process. See the orange reddish flowers there. They're really pretty how they pop. Well, they're tropical. I like the color up against the brick. The other roses are small and doing well. Closing the season. And so I just have one more quince bush and poke salad. These are pokeberries. They're poisonous, but they are pretty, aren't they? They're pretty. So that's grown in it, and it looks like there is a oak tree, pin oak, that's grown up in it too. So sometimes I think, oh, I'm gonna leave those trees. There was a oak tree in this here, but it just kind of got cut in the cutting of all of them. So we will it's been such a good season. And the bloom was beautiful, and the hips are going to be beautiful. So y'all have a blessed day. See my bird bath? It was fun to sit there on the chair and watch a blue jay. He was squawking, and then he went and got him a drink. So precious. Thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.